Hello!
Hello!
Welcome back to 20 something 428 Shibuya Scramble.
20 something! What? You mean 428?
That's what I said afterwards.
Yeah. After you realized your big mistake.
Yeah. And I can't just redo it.
Nope! Totally cannot! There for all eternity. Stay human.
Sure thing, buddy.
Oh god, no, don't make me on. Already tied up as it is.
Could imagine.
Yeah. Could you?
I mean, I know what's been going on, so...
Yeah. Being up for, I don't know, 40 hours is probably going to be by the time the stream is done. I only slept like 2 hours because of work.
Yeah.
Night shift. I'm very tired. But that also means my body is ready for sleep tonight.
Hopefully.
I will make sure it is.
Just take a bunch of sleeping medicine.
I'm not taking a bunch of sleeping medicine. I'll be sleeping the entire day tomorrow.
Yeah, and?
I'm taking what I'm prescribed, alright? Half a pill. Sure, load my body with melatonin, will ya?
Yeah.
Just gonna feel like drowsy all day tomorrow, too. Like, I wasn't tired enough today.
No, you're not tired enough. You're never tired enough.
What's that?
That's why you're taking melatonin.
It's not that I'm not tired enough. It is that my brain doesn't allow the natural drowsiness to step in.
Mm.
I am tired, but my eyes, they're not ready on their own. So I take melatonin to induce that natural sleeping drowsiness.
Yeah.
And you made me yawn again. Damn you.
So what did we do last time?
I assume we played as Ulthuan last time. Since we got a bad end, right?
Yes. We did.
We got the tracker or whatever it was off of Tanaka. Turned out it was the wife.
Yeah.
But we also know that Tanaka is not a good person.
Yeah.
But he kind of left, so whatever. I don't remember what happened to Olso after that. He went up to his office again? I know that much.
He was called into the living room.
Oh, yeah, right, because they had a development.
Yeah. They figured out...
Oh, yeah, right! They figured out that the hideouts belonged to Tanaka-san!
Yeah.
So that was weird. And then Kano called him and told him why they're after his daughters. And then we got a bad end because he got guilt tripped.
Yeah.
Kano chooses work more
We
carefully
actually
this time.
ended on Kano.
Yeah. We went on to do Kano.
Where it was like... It was about to tell us who the condo belonged to.
Yeah.
Or who owned it. And then it was like, keep out! And we're like, but we already know.
Yeah, which means we can just go over to Ulthuan and then change over again. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that's what we did last time.
We also finished Achi.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because bad end. That's right. We also had a bad end because Maria made the wrong choice.
Yeah. So now we made it to the time slot end for Achi.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna meet up with Kanan.
Yay. More Kanan. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Before your controller runs out of power from being inactive.
Out of power?
Turn it off. You know what I mean.
Turn off from inactivity?
Yes, that's what I said. From being inactive for too long.
But it doesn't run out of power.
You need to go into Osawa first.
Yeah, we need to do a jump.
Yes, you need to get the time card.
Hello. Bye.
And to jump in the bed. Jump detector. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Oh no! Yeah, I can see that there. Yeah, there. Yeah, apparently two of them. In case you make the wrong choice. Oh, I think you have to go into the pretty honey.
Yeah, probably.
So out and again.
Whoops, wrong one.
Oh my god! It
Why
took
does
back to the button press.
It defaulted to the top one. I didn't think it would do that.
It does always. The list, after all. Alright. Pretty honey. There we go. That's more like it. Jump!
Kusa's voice came in over the wireless as the car came out onto Meiji Dori. Meiji Dori!
Do you know what Dori means?
Dori?
Yeah, Dori.
Dori.
It's not part of your N5.
I've heard it before.
Yeah, because a lot of straight names have that at the end. Something akin to like an avenue.
Oh.
Or a lot of the time you just translate it to street.
Yeah, okay.
I assume you know what Meiji is.
It's a name?
Yes. But technically anything in Japanese is like a name. But yes. You know about the Meiji era, therefore you know what Meiji means.
Yeah.
Oh.
We've identified the owner of the condo.
The condominium? You got the word again?
Shut up. It's Mamoru Tanaka. He's a colleague of the Kenji Ozawa. What? Kind of squawked. This was an unexpected twist.
What a twist!
Kajiwara confirms that Tanaka left the Ozawa residence at just after 1400 hours. No word on his movements since then.
Oh, we saw him at the Gigo building. Why he's there? I don't know.
It's possible he headed to his private condo, where the attaché case is slated to end up. Any officer who runs across Tanaka is to apprehend him on sight. Chusei cut the connection. This mastermind you've been chasing, Kano asked. Is it Tanaka?
I doubt it.
Stanley didn't reply. Fine, never mind. I just wish I could know if Tatsuno is safe.
Oh, he's safe, alright.
Still worried about that traitor? Mr. Anderson? So Stanley could ignore all his questions, but still remember to make a snide remark. Talking about Tatsuno's the only thing that gets a reaction out of you, isn't it? Al snorted. What makes you so certain he can't, that's the other one.
Yeah.
What makes you so certain he can't be a traitor, Mr. Anderson?
His name is not Mr. Anderson. He's Japanese, remember?
Mr. Kano. Patano just isn't like that. That's not an answer. Stanley scoffed. Alright. I watched the man work for years. I know him. He has no reason to betray the Force. You watched him work, huh? What about his private life then? You know all about that too? He hasn't had money trouble or anything like that? Kind of felt his blood starting to boil. I don't care what you think, he said. I trust Detective Tadano. Trust him?
Yeah, I trust him to take him with the name of S.H.I.E.L.D. Why not? Sounds like such a perfect job.
I don't need any basis to have faith in someone, Kano snapped. Without any basis, in fact, it's just plain sentimentality. Sentimentality.
Yes, sentimentality. You got it. In the end, you got it.
Stanley said. There's no reason or logic to it. Then a smile came to his face. Be they friends or family, you can never really know other people. The only person you can trust is yourself.
Sometimes you can't even do that.
Kano had no response for such an emotionless statement. He looked away. He and Stanley were just plain incompatible. It seemed like no amount of talking would let them get through to one another. It would take anything at face value, Kano. You start trusting too much, you're basically as good as dead. Kano just stared out the window.
Welcome to Japan.
Yeah.
Where there are like 4 levels of traffic. Not all of them are roads for cars, but you see a road above, that's a highway, and then a road down, and then in between there's a pedestrian walk, and then over to the side there's a subway or a train or something. Can't quite see it from here. Not to mention there's also subway that's you know, it's fine.
The Shibuya precinct came into view. Tanaka's condo wasn't much further now. They were outside of Tanaka's condo now. Over there, Stanley said, keeping his voice down.
Oh hey, a foreigner.
With an attaché case.
Yeah.
Across the street was one of the Foreign Syndicate members, walking briskly, the attaché case clutched at his side. I'm making the arrest. Kano, wait! Stanley exclaimed. Kano heard him loud and clear, but he had no intention of stopping. He approached with the criminal at full speed, then leapt to tackle him around the waist. The two men fell to the pavement in a tangled heap. The collision sent the attaché case flying. Kano's eyes tracked the case for a moment too long. He was caught off guard when the man threw a punch at him.
Ooh. This was like hurt a lot. Oh, it's goes to the jaw. Oh yeah. Just want to know what it's doing, man.
The blow caught him right in the jaw, snapping his head back. For a moment, Kano saw stars. As he shook off the impact, the man sprang to his feet and sprinted away in the direction of Stanley's car. Stanley! Kano shouted. Grab him! Get the case!
Which one you want to say? Damn! That's what happens when you drink soda.
Grab the sucker! Stanley ignored the man and instead went for
Ah!
the kill.
Stanley's not. Wrong choice. I'm not gonna listen to you, idiot.
Dude, come on. Really? Kano had no choice but to pursue the perp himself. He hadn't come this far just to let the crooks get away now. Suddenly the beam man skidded to a stop.
Police!
Several cars had pulled across the road ahead, and detectives were pouring out of it. His escape route cut off. The criminal resigned himself to capture.
You're not gonna say anything.
While Kano helped make the arrest, several of the other detectives broke into Tanaka's condo. Stanley, meanwhile, was carefully inspecting the exterior attaché case. You're clearly inspecting the interior, too.
Yes, but right now he's inspecting the exterior.
He'd already opened it. It was stuffed with bundles of banknotes.
10,000 yen. The biggest bill I think they have.
Yep. Probably.
I have never seen anything bigger, at least.
If you do, it's probably fake.
Yeah. It's also just like the next number on the list would be 10 million or so, 100 million. It's a bit excessive.
Yeah. The 50 million yen ransom was back in police hands. This was a decoy, the American muttered under his breath. I wonder where. His voice trailed off, but Kano had heard them. What do you expect? The detective demanded. Samples of that new truck in there? As usual, Stanley gave no reply. The look on his face, however, told Kano he'd been right on the mark. Some of the backup team emerged from Tanaka's condo. Kano turned to them, feeling a sudden surge of anxiety for Maria. What's the situation in there? He asked. They told him that they'd found no one in in Tanaka's rooms, so the hostage's status remained unknown, and the main culprit had evaded capture.
Well, that's because Maria's on the foot.
Well, she's been caught again.
Yeah, but they clearly wanted her to walk around, considering they said it like, oh, she's the other one. She's got amnesia? Damn it. Better report this. They're clearly after kidnapping Hitomi, but they wanted Maria to walk free. Clearly she had something they wanted her to do, but she doesn't remember, so...
Yeah. So the hostages... this case hadn't been solved. In fact, it was still unfolding in the worst way conceivable. Inconceivable!
Yeah.
And still, Stanley remained focused on the attaché case, pondering it with a thoughtful expression. Pondering my orb.
Yes.
Look, Kano told him, I'm going to request that I be returned to my normal duties. Maria still needs to be rescued, and I still need to find out what happened to Hitomi and Detective Tatano. For once, Stanley actually responded. Hitomi? Yes, that's it. It makes perfect sense that they'd have her carry it. Huh?
I was like,
What do you mean?
I don't know yet.
This whole attaché case relay was a fake out. Whoa, slow down, Kano said, wishing he could calm himself with his words. Explain what you're talking about? Somehow the kidnappers made contact with Kenshi Osawa and got him to have Hitomi carry the drug separate from the ransom. So that's what Kano meant with the...
It did.
I was also like, what do you mean Hitomi? He gave it to Maria.
Yeah.
Hitomi wasn't with them.
No, but she's carrying the drug on her person somewhere.
Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know.
Let's see.
Wait. You're saying they had Hizumi bring them the drug? Stanley nodded. The case handoffs were sort of a camouflage, a way for them to keep the police distracted from the real goal. Kano nodded. It had indeed felt like the case relay was a decoy and a tip to buy time. If this syndicate were after something else entirely, that would explain why so many of their actions had appeared to make no sense. So, Kano asked, what sort of drug is this? Why would they go to such lengths to get their hands on it? It's an antiviral, Sam replied after some hesitation. A way to cure people infected with a very particular virus. What virus are we talking about? It's called UA. Kano never heard of it.
Obviously.
Still, he could imagine the possibilities. Suppose this UA was something like the Ebola virus.
Ebola! Discovered in Sudan in 1976. Infection causes Ebola hemorrhagic fever, resulting in a high fever and massive bleeding throughout the entire body, actually. Presently, there is no vaccine to prevent infection, nor any drug to cure the disease after it manifests. And that's a picture of the virus.
Yeah. Look like worms.
Yeah, but it's a virus.
Yeah.
It looks like it's like bacteria or a parasite. But it's a virus. It's a real weird shape for a virus.
Yeah. Or perhaps HIV.
Ah! HIV! Human immunodeficiency virus. HIV destroys the cells that are essential for regulating cell-mediated immunity, considerably reducing immune response. This effect can result in infections that would ordinarily be fought off easily, developing into serious illnesses. There are various treatments, but as of yet, nothing will eradicate the virus completely. Yeah. As far as I know, it's the T cells they fuck up.
Yeah.
If you know what they do.
The T cells?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What cells would work?
No.
Oh. Just imagine a huge bunch of
They're not the killer cells, are they?
Many of them are killer cells. It's not the natural killer cells, no? But as I was saying, just imagine a huge military squad of JoJo dudes coming to eradicate whatever.
Even the old, too familiar influenza.
Influenza! An infectious disease caused by the influenza virus. Symptoms are similar to that of the common cold, but are much more severe. Occasionally resulting in there are 3 main types of the virus, A, B, and C. With A and B causing the typical runaway illness in humans, neuraminidase is recommended as an effective inhibitor, but this merely alleviates symptoms, and it's not a complete cure, because it's a virus. Many cures for viruses aren't really a cure per se.
No. There were medicines that could treat all of those diseases, but nothing that could cure them completely. Any drug that could do that would be worth vast sums of money. Kano, do you have any means of getting in touch with Mr. Osawa? Yes, I know one of the detective stationed at his home.
Ah, yes, good old Kajiwara.
Check in with him ASAP. Find out whether or not he gave the antiviral to Hitomi. Kano suppressed a scowl. It looked like he wasn't done assisting Stanley yet. He got out his cell phone and dialed up Kajiwara.
Ah, I picked up.
Kajiwara picked up promptly. Kano? What's going on? Could I speak with Miss Osawa? I suppose that'd be alright. What for, though? There's something I need him to confirm for me. It's an emergency. Alright. Just make sure not to tell him anything about the investigation.
Sure thing,
Sure
dude.
thing.
I'm just gonna toss the whole bed in one side, but yeah, you know.
After a while, a man's hoarse voice came over the line. Oh, so I was speaking. Can I help you? This is Detective Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Time is critical, so I need to just cut to the chase here. Kano took a deep breath.
Look at that.
Did you get the antiviral drug to your daughter, Izumi? Oswald let out a gasp.
So that's why that's another joke.
Yeah.
But seriously, did you see that flip phone? Beautiful.
I miss them.
Yeah. They were the shit when we were children and got our first phones.
Right.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Mwah. There we go. I love the fact that between those two, there's only 10 minutes in real game time.
Yeah.
We're still early on in the story, all things considered.
What? What are you talking about? I'm the one asking the questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter Hitsumi? I'm not sure I understand the question. Osawa's voice trembled as he spoke. Kano was sure he'd hit the nail right on the head. I know what this syndicate is really after, Mr. Osawa.
It's you!
It's the virus.
Yeah, I assume it's the virus they're after.
It's the virus. Osawa remained silent. Mr. Osawa? Is everything alright?
He hung up!
The line went dead. Technically, that's incorrect. It's not the virus they're after, it's his daughter, Hitsumi, who's carrying the antiviral. Right.
Still bad end.
Yeah. Obviously, because we chose the wrong thing.
Yeah. Damn it!
It's Hitsumi. Osawa remained silent. Mr. Osawa, is everything alright?
I think he's gonna hang up no matter what you do.
Line went dead. Guess that answers all. Guess that answers that well enough, Kano said as he put away his phone.
You don't have a lot of power left in your phone there, it's at 2. There were no bars.
Now it was clear why the criminal were after Hitsumi. He saw an uneasy look on Stanley's face. Something on your mind? Kano asked. Stanley responded with a question of his own. If Hitsumi was carrying the antiviral, how were the criminals planning on getting it from her? Kano thought for a moment. Well, taking her by force at the scramble posed too high of a risk, he said. That's why they wanted her to look for the blue minivan.
Yeah, I could kidnap her from there.
There were nearly 100 detectives there, and they must have guessed there would be. That's why they devised the attaché case relay. They wanted to abduct Hitsumi somewhere away from the Dragnets, of course. Dragnet's notice.
I was like, what did you say?
I said, of course.
What?
I don't know.
It sounded like you knew exactly what Dragnets meant.
I have a rough idea, I think. You know, basically just
Yeah, I know what it is, but it sounded like you're like, of course they use this word here or something. That's what it sounded like to me when you said it that way.
No. No, I don't know why.
You misread that.
This was the plan that all the signs seemed to suggest. But still, he added, I wonder how they managed to lead her away from the police protection.
Yeah.
A look of
They didn't.
Of revelation crossed Stanley's face. All they'd need to do was convince her to go of her own accord. But how? Kano asked. And then it came to him. He thought back to Hizumi's initial contact with Tariq al-Caravan.
The caravan guy!
The caravan!
I'm sorry, real butchering this name. But I find it kind of funny. I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry.
You should be.
I have fun with it.
So do I! Don't mean anything about it.
Yeah.
But I find it funny that a caravan is in his name.
Mm.
I'm sure it means something else in whatever Middle Eastern country he comes from. But,
They look like lips.
God damn it, that's just his throat!
Probably where his Adam's apple is.
Yeah, just around.
But
But it does look funny, I will admit. It looks a bit... It's one of those where, like, if you drew that, it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing this stuff? And something can correct, but then you see a photo and it's like, but it's
it is.
there!
Yeah. He probably has a bit of loose skin.
I mean, most people do around their neck a bit.
Yeah. I mean, the neck has to be very
Flexible, yeah.
flexible, so it has loose skin.
Yep.
Sadly, that sometimes causes
Double chin.
double chin.
That's often because there's too much fat there.
As in my case.
Most people have a double chin.
Yeah.
I also do. As you can see here.
Not as pronounced as mine.
No, but I still do. A lot of people do. You're not making it easy for yourself by doing that.
No. It makes it quite hard to speak.
Yeah. Because you're basically constricting your movements for your muscles.
Yeah.
Because you're constricting your muscles holding that position.
Yeah.
Medicine 101. Constrict your muscles, you can't use them for anything else but that, alright?
Seems about right.
That's because it is. You're either constricting the entire muscle or you're not.
Yeah.
Let's continue.
Just before he'd taken the attaché case from her, the two had a brief conversation. It was possible Al-Caravan had given Hitomi some form of instructions then. Guess we're back to tracking down Al-Caravan again, huh? Kano could tell from the look of Stanley's eyes that he was on the verge of saying something. Probably some remark about how Tatano had allowed Al-Caravan to run free. Right now, Kano wasn't going to argue the point. After this case was resolved, he'd discover what Tatano's real motives were.
Yeah.
And once he did, Stanley would eat his words in the meantime. We can't just wander around looking without any leads, he said. Until we get more intel there, let's see what we can do with the security cameras back at the precinct.
Hip hip? You happy birthday, Polo? Oh, hello, Echo! He's laying right here.
Oh. Anyway.
Yeah. Hi. Oh, the tail move. Oh. Big eyes. Yeah. Paul's just eating. He got new food today. So now it's a fucking buffet for that guy. He doesn't have the floors for it anymore.
Numerous monitors shone down on the pair as they entered the Shibuya precinct surveillance room.
Surveillance room.
I don't know what happened to my voice.
It's fine. It's fun.
Surveillance room.
It was just funny.
Each showed an array of faces of individuals somewhere in Shibuya. Kano asked one of the operators to pull up Al-Karavan's data on the screen.
Wow, look at that turtleneck.
Eh.
Why do you think he looks so angry in that photo?
I don't know.
He just screams, I am a criminal. In that photo, I don't know. Maybe that's just his face.
He knows Arabic.
Huh? Where do you know that from?
Is this so? Language.
Oh! I was looking for like nationality. Well, he speaks Arabic, but a lot of countries speak Arabic.
I didn't say that he was Arabic. I said he knows Arabic.
Yeah, probably means he's from a country that speaks Arabic.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Complexion, like, yeah, he has very light skin for a Middle Eastern person.
Yeah.
Hey, what do I know? Maybe he's mixed.
By selecting each of the faces on the monitors, in turn they could run comparisons to determine if anyone among them was Al-Karavan. One by one, the operator made his way through the faces. Assuming their target was still in Shibuya, there was a high likelihood they'd find him. But the minutes ticked past, and there was still no sign of him. Kano's tone grew more and more impatient as he directed the operator's search.
Oh no.
Just calm down, Stanley, I said. He set a hand on Kano's shoulder. You keep wasting your energy when you don't need to. That's just how I do things, Kano replied. I'm energetic because I care. He pointed out another face to the operator. Well, you're setting yourself up for a short life. With a sigh, Stanley sank into a nearby chair.
I'm just gonna sit here and wait for you.
My brother was like you. The American spoke so quietly that his words were barely audible.
He had a brother, eh?
Bruh. Bruh.
Brother.
Bruh. Bro.
Wait, no, that's British. Never mind.
Bro.
Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, bruh.
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 Bruh. 10 minutes later,
Of what?
a man clad in black appeared.
Oh, yes.
The operator lined up his cursor. The comparison check confirmed that it was Al-Karavan.
I mean, he's pretty distinct all things considered in Japan.
Yeah. Yes, Kano hissed, pumping his fist.
Yes! That's what I
Yes.
do. Yes! Like a cute Japanese main protagonist would do when they're a cop.
Yeah. It appeared that their quarry was simply walking around town calm and composed. Kano radioed in Al-Karavan's location to Kusei. All units intercept the suspect on the double, Kusei ordered. Kano will provide guidance. Use the surveillance monitors.
Nice.
They saw Al-Karavan stop in front of a cigarette vending machine. Was he waiting for someone? Sasayama reporting in. We've got eyes on the Mutt.
Mutt! Mutt is the perpetrator. Hook is to put someone in cuffs. And Dibber is a pickpocket. Once is outstanding warrants. And Paintkeeper is to write multiple citations. And other such traditional police jargon. Now you know all of the police jargon.
Well, some.
Yes. But most likely the ones they're going to use here. Since
When
they're
I
already
think
talking
Mutt,
about-
I think mixed breed.
What?
When I think Mutt, I think mixed breed.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's what we use for dogs.
Yeah.
I'm calling mixed breed dogs from mutts,
Yeah.
typically.
But it's also a derogatory word for the perp here.
Yeah.
So.
Kano's partner had evidently been nearby. I'm making the arrest, he said. There was a note of courage in Sasayama's voice. He came into view on the monitor walking casually. At some point, he ditched his anime nerd costume for a cat mascot suit. Oh no, Kano muttered. That get-up's going to make Sasayama stand out like a sore thumb. Shoot, the mutt spotted.
The other guy threw it out!
Going in pursuit. Sasayama slipped out of the camera's view. Whoa! What gives? Let go of me! You're Mr. Yanagishita, right?
Since we got the guy to throw it out, you're getting a ban in here. I'm fucking betting on it right now. We made the wrong choice. Should have kept it. And none of this would have happened.
Look, I'm sorry, but I really do need you to return that costume. The voice came in over the wireless. It sounded like Sasayama was caught up in an argument with someone. Sasayama! Kano shouted as he eyed the monitor. Kano, I need some help here.
Help!
Requesting emergency backup.
The
The line went dead before Sasayama could finish. Kano didn't have the faintest idea what was going on, but obviously his partner needed him. He rushed out of the precinct. When he arrived on the scene, he saw Sasayama still in the cat suit, caught up in a scuffle with a man he'd never seen before. There was no sign of Al Caravan. Sasayama, what's going on? That's an excellent question, Sasayama replied. This guy just came at me out of nowhere. He sounded pretty riled up. Sir, I need you to return this costume. My boss was very insistent on that point. The man was panting with exertion, shouting in Sasayama's face. Was he the owner of the suit? What's the deal with that thing, Sasayama? Kano asked.
Yeah, hi.
I bought it at a variety store in Center Guy.
Yeah.
Figured it'd be a perfect disguise.
No, he's standing on like a soft dog.
I didn't steal anything. Sir, I'm telling you, you need to give that back. I'm telling you, I've got no idea what you're on about. What you on about?
What all about?
Sasayama stamped his foot. I realize you're not Mr. Yanagishita. That isn't the issue. I just need you to return that costume. Alright, sure, I'll give it to you. I just need a little longer, so let go of me. I can't do that, sir. I need you to get out of that suit right now. Yeah, I get that, buddy, but no can do. It's like I told you before, the zipper on this thing snagged.
Not again!
Kano watched as the argument descended further and further into absurdity. Meanwhile, El Caravan was getting away.
Again.
This was ridiculous. He turned to go in pursuit of the suspect. Kano, wait! Sasayama called out. Come on! Help me out, man! Huh? Help me get this thing off! Now really isn't the time for this, Kano replied. I'm going after the suspect. Oh, I get it. You're gonna ditch me here so you can take all the credit for yourself. Whoa, what? I was this close to nabbing the guy. That arrest is mine to make. And you know it. It wasn't as though Kano couldn't empathize. If Sasayama hadn't been blindsided by this random stranger, he probably would have caught Al Caravan just fine. Alright then, Kano said. He reached for the zipper and the bag of the catsuit. But as Sasayama had said, the metal fittings were snagged and refused to budge. Hurry up! I'm trying! There wasn't time to do this slowly and carefully. Kano yanked down the zipper hard. Stop! The stranger shrieked in alarm. Don't be so rough like that! But if I don't, I'll never... You mustn't! If you aren't careful, you'll cause malfunction!
Functioning.
Malfunction? What the hell was this guy talking about? Kano got an ever firmer grip on the zipper and pulled again.
Meh.
He paused in surprise at Sasayama's mule. Again, Sasayama let out a little cry. Except it didn't sound like Sasayama's voice at all.
What is happening?
Guys, Sasayama said, there's something making a rumbling noise inside this thing. He sounded pretty alarmed. Uh-oh, said the other man. It has started. His face went pale.
I'm scared.
What are you talking about? Sasayama demanded. What started? The man hesitated and seemed to come to a decision. Well, you see, this is no ordinary cat costume. Meaning what exactly? Our shop rented this unit out by mistake. Oh, I had no idea it was anything so horrifying. Not until the boss filled me in a little while ago. What's horrifying? You're not answering the question. The man's gaze grew hollow and distant. Cats, he said. For a moment there was only silence. Then Sasayama spoke up nervously. Well, yeah, it's a cat. Well, yeah, it's a...
I know that already.
already. No, you're not listening. This is a cat's. Like I said, I already know it's a cat. Anyone can see that just from looking at it. No, not a cat.
Cats! Cats! Costume as transmission system developed by Far East Costume Rentals High-Tech Department. There was an official corporate notice stating this is just a prototype and potentially dangerous, so do not lend it out under any circumstances. But it was a read it by mistake. Is it not beautiful? Death by cat! Would you die happily?
No?
Why not? We love cats.
Yes, but I don't want to be mauled by cats.
I suppose not.
Meowing started back up again. With each new mew, the sound got faster. Soon it sounded less like a cat, more like some mechanism that was whirling around. There was a sudden, fierce, blinding flash. Space itself began to warp in a roughly 3-meter radius around Sasayama and his costume.
Beautiful. Ah! Just go with the flow here.
A moment later, Kano and the others had vanished.
That end. Cats. Kano, Sasayama, and the rental guy was sent into another dimension due to malfunction in the cat. Detective Sasayama should have probably done put the cats around. He mentioned buying it at a variety shop in Central Guy. That should leave here, by the way. Don't give it to the guy who sells knickknacks in the pawn shop, okay? Apparently, that is not a good thing to do.
Say goodbye.
What a twist!
Yeah, we're both kind of smashed.
And after I had like a night shift, and I did not sleep before 4 p.m. after that night shift, and I only slept for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Not to immediately tomorrow at uni, so.
Tomorrow?
No, it's nothing tomorrow! I don't have to go anywhere!
No.
My pawn still stand. Hello. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I've been up for 40 hours now. I'm tired.
And I'm just perpetually tired, so.
True, but you also get bad sleep. At least I get sleep most of the time.
So yeah, but we will see you guys Tuesday
Yeah.
for our next stream.
Yeah.
And
We also have a video that's upcoming, but it's not done with the rendering, so it's a bit delayed.
Yeah.
But it should be up tomorrow.
Yeah. You check out the video series, yeah, of Virtual Last Reward on our YouTube channel. Personal Ace Space.
Yeah. And the rest of the VODs for these streams as well, so.
Yeah. Catch up.
Watch the whole story unfold with the shenanigans of these characters.
Yeah.
And if you enter from this stream, I'm sorry, you have been spoiled.
But yeah. We'll see you guys.
Yeah.
Next time.
Hopefully a bit more refreshed.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to work a night shift before Friday after that again.
Mm.
But hopefully I can get some more sleep that morning. And if not, I'm gonna take hot coffee and stream. Just like a small cup. Just see the medicine doesn't work when I have caffeine in my body, so I gotta make absolutely sure I don't have too much in me.
Well. Bye.
Bye!